This is probably going to be a longish vlog, so please grab a cuppa, get yourself cozy. This weekend in New Zealand, which normally means book sale, so that's my plan. A bit more successful than I expected. I think I just don't feel things very strongly in books. That was so sad. Hey, hello guys. So, let's pop it down. Oh, that lighting is horrible. Hang on, let me fix this. Alright, good enough. So, I'm real excited to be back with another themed vlog. I say another, that's if my other themed vlog with a secret TBR has been published yet. But it is spooky season, as I'm sure you're aware, and something I've always wanted to do is read horror books, except I've just always been real scared. If you know me, you know I jump like there's no tomorrow in jump scare movies. I vividly remember going to swim camp and it had like lots of younger swimmers, so we went to see Despicable Me 2, and I jumped when the purple minion jumped up at the window, and they never let me live it down, which was pretty embarrassing. All these like 9-year-olds mocking me, but you know what? It's fine. I accept who I am. Obviously, I still think about it. So that's part of the reason why I've never really fully delved into horror. But this year I've found thriller and really enjoyed it, so I wanted to take it that step further, and why not Halloween week? So, with that being said, this is probably going to be a longish vlog, so please grab a cuppa, get yourself cozy, get yourself by the fire, you Northern Hemisphere people where it's all cold, and just enjoy. So my process for this, I realised I should have filmed it, but sorry, I didn't. So welcome to the intro, is that I decided 3 books seems like a manageable selection. I'm not gonna lie, it's what I've seen the people I idolise here on BookTube do. So 3 books is the amount of books I'm going to be reading in this vlog. And I have, what I think anyway, is a range. I've got a book that I've heard of, I've got a book I've not heard of at all, and then I've got a book that's since been adapted, or that I'm aware of because of the movie version of it. So first things first, let's go with the one you're probably all heard of before. That is Stephen King's Misery. So I felt like I had to put King on this list because, I mean, he's like the godfather of horror, supposedly, right? The only other Stephen King book I've read is 4 Past Midnight, which, now that I think about it, I think I donated. It was like an anthology, a novella collection. Each story was like a solid 150, 200 pages long. And I liked them. I genuinely still think about them. So I wanted to pick up another King. And I've heard Misery is not only a manageable chunk, but also decently creepy. My genuine goal is to be terrified. That's my goal here, to see if I can feel fear, genuine fear through a book. I cry sometimes during a book. I definitely have emotional attachment to characters, but I just human experimenting on myself. So if you don't know, just a quick synopsis on what Misery is about. All right, I just reminded myself. So we have Paul Sheldon, he's an author, and Misery is the main character in his novel series, and he's recently like killed her off or finished the series, and there is an unhappy customer, an unhappy reader, who essentially kidnaps Paul, the author, and tortures him into finishing the series. And I'm also intrigued by the whole factor of it being about an author as well. The one I haven't heard of at all, and I actually found looking on a Goodreads recommendation for like spooky stories, is Ring. This is written by Koji Suzuki. Hopefully I'm announcing that well. And interestingly, this one also has, claiming this is to be a Stephen King blend. I'm unsure who Haruki Murakami is though, so I might have to do some research. So this is a translated book, and I have to admit the cover I'm seeing online is a lot prettier than the one my library had, so I'll pop that up here as well, just so you can appreciate the like art of it. So it all starts when there's a videotape comes up and it warns the viewer that if they don't do what the videotape tells them to do within a week, they'll die. And then 4 teenagers essentially died of a heart attack, and it's believed to be linked to that videotape. Now, one of those victims has an uncle, and the uncle is a journalist, and essentially he goes and tries to figure out what's going on. This was originally written in Japanese and is said to be somewhat inspired by the Japanese culture, so I'm intrigued to see what aspects that entails in here. And also I like the journalist aspect. It's kind of a character path I enjoy, especially since I'm quite a big fan of Stieg Larsson's The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo series. I love like delving into novels with a journalist perspective. And then the last one, sorry, I don't actually have it on me. It's called Bird Box. So this is the novel I heard of because of the fame the movie got. If you haven't seen what I'm talking about, here's the not a movie actually, is it? It's a TV show series. It's something on Netflix, and the idea is that there's kind of like a dystopian, how do I word it? It's like Terminator meets zombies meets just a dystopian survival story. Now this one I think is the one that's going to scare me the most. Just throwing a prediction in. Hello vlog, I have just finished unboxing a really excited video. You can actually kind of see it down there. It was a mystery box unboxing of books. Did that make sense? But either way, it's time to get reading. I'm just going to quickly jump out of my work gear. Let me do that real quick. Can you see me? Can you see me? Woo! Okay, I wonder if that was smooth. Right, so sorry I didn't update you last night, and sorry about the mess if you see it in the background. Shh. I did read some of Misery. In fact, I read a decent amount. I've gotten up to page 63, so nothing to you know, frown at. And I have to say, there are a couple of points at work today where I was like, man, I really just want to go home and read. So that definitely shows you that I'm enjoying it. So the plan at the moment is to read a little bit more, and then when I have a break I need to do some video editing. Hi vlog, happy what are we, Thursday at this point. I've just nipped out to save Matt. School's finished, work is over. I really need to get an animal print outfit of some sort. It's what's it called? Loud Shirt Friday. Can you tell I've had a long day? Oh, it's Loud Shirt Friday tomorrow, and our department is just using animal print as our theme, and I own nothing of it, so I'm going to try find some from Save Matt, which is like our local Goodwill, I think, is a shop I hear thrown around a lot for a second-hand place in America. So that's what Save Matt is here. They shut in a little over half an hour, so I'm going to pop in, and from there the plan is to go to the warehouse. It's Labour weekend this weekend in New Zealand, which normally means book sale, so that's my plan. Wish me luck. Hopefully I find what I'm actually looking for. Really shady. Successful mission, guys. Hang on, let me put the keys in. So I managed to find an animal print top in the end. I got this, hang on, where's the top? Here it is. It's just this really nice shirt. There were quite a few other ones, but I decided to go for one that was a bit more expensive. It's $13, but it's Jackie E, so it's decent quality and it feels real nice. And then I also just picked up this cute little skirt. It's just a high-waisted, that's the pattern. It goes like a midi skirt with a cute little flare. But I made the mistake of not going to the bathroom before leaving school and coming here, so I'm busting. But I'm pretty sure the warehouse has a public bathroom. So to the wari whare I go. For those non-Kiwis, that's te reo. Ware means, hang on, let me get this right. Ware is red. No, whero is red. Hang on, so why do we call it the wari whare? Shouldn't it be the whero whare? Whero is red and whare is a house in te reo. So to the house. A bit more successful than I expected, but that's good. I mean, not good for my wallet though. Okay, so let's put you on my steering wheel. Oh, I got chocolates, I got crisps, and I got books. Hi. Not as big of a sale as they had on for Queen's birthday weekend, but I ain't mad. Shall we do a quick little book haul? Let's. So I found Pumpkinheads, the graphic novel by Rainbow Rowell. I really have to get used to people looking at me. I got this for $3. Even though I wasn't the biggest fan of this, for completion's sake, I picked it up. I absolutely loved Carry On, so I picked up book number 2, Wayward Son, for $7, essentially $8. Someone pulled up next to me, that's cool. I picked up Vox. I got this one for $8. This is apparently like a really good reimagining of The Handmaid's Tale, which really intrigued me. And then the last one I got is Imaginary Friend by Stephen Chbosky. I got this one purely because I really liked his book, Perks of Being a Wallflower. Really liked his writing, and it was just on sale, so I picked it up. Okay, let's go home and actually go to the bathroom. I never went. Okay, good morning team. I thought whilst I was getting ready to work, I would fill you in on misery, because I realised I never even talked about it much yesterday. So I stayed up and I'm about 100 pages from the end, so I've got to page like 260. It's taking me way longer than I ever anticipated to get through it. It's not really a bad thing because I'm actually liking the book. It's just not as... like, it's got a decent pace to it. It's just for myself personally, I'm not getting through it very quickly. It's taken me all week. I think Paul himself is an interesting character, our main character, the author, and I am really liking the book inside of a book trope. We actually get to see the book that Paul's writing in response to being kept against his will. I feel like this one might work today. That's not it. In terms of the horror aspect though, I think I just don't feel things very strongly in books. Maybe it's just because like it's a book, so I'm able to distance myself from it a little bit, but this is a lot more like how scary and intense I imagine thrillers should be, if you know what I mean. Like, thrillers, I like them, but it's a very rare thriller that actually has me like kind of adrenaline pumping, whereas this book has the adrenaline pumping, but I'm not scared to turn off the lights. I can't see what I'm doing back here. Let's just hope it looks okay. Hang on. Hey guys, long story short, I was quite busy at work, so I didn't get to read things, so I'm going to sit here now and just complete it. I really want to finish it and things are starting to increase. So let me just put you down, and the next frame will be me talking to you about it. Page 289. That was horrifying. So. Sati. Oh, hello, just have my head. I finished Misery. And I'm really on the fence. Maybe a 4.5 stars. I just don't think I can quite warrant it a 5 stars because the pace was just that little bit off for me. Long story short, I really loved the last quarter of it that I just finished today, and that's what's made me want to give it the like 0.5. That's what's given that's what's made me so on the fence. It definitely horrified me at times, but interestingly I was more horrified about what happened to like an innocent person rather than what happened to the main character themselves. I definitely see this novel as one that I will remember for a long time. Did it scare me at parts, but not the whole time? I'm pretty sure I'll be able to sleep tonight. In the meantime, I really feel like rearranging my bookshelves and creating like a second filming space against like this blank wall-y area here, putting one of my small bookshelves there. So I think I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna film the process and maybe make that a separate video. So if that's not out yet, a bookshelf reorganisation will be coming up. Okay, vlog, so a little update. I'll show you a sneak peek. It is like a couple of hours later and I've rearranged my shelves. Welcome to a little new filming corner. I'm going to spruce it up a little bit, but the idea is when the natural sunlight comes through this window, I'll obviously have to tidy up the reflection mirror stuff, but you've got my TBR shelf behind me. So, I mean, these are just the same books that you saw on my bookshelf in the living room, but I've just put them all in a bookshelf in my bedroom to create just another cute little backdrop. And I'm quite happy with how the main bookshelf has turned out. You will have to wait to see the video for that. Who knows if it comes out before or after this vlog. Honestly, guys, I often like leave it up to you guys to vote in my Instagram stories when you want certain videos up. So obviously, if you're not already, please go give me a follow over there, and you'll get a say in some of the content I post, because you need to have 1,000 subscribers because you can post anything in the like the YouTube feed forum thing, and we're almost there though. We're like almost halfway, so I'm quite proud of that. Jeez, he's 93? That was so sad. Like, oh my god, I cried so many times. There was this one picture of an orangutan climbing up like the last remaining tree in a deforested area. That made me cry so hard. Meanwhile, I need to go to the gym, and I don't want to go to the gym, but I've got to go. I don't want a gym, but step 1 is done. I don't want a gym, but I'm here. Hey guys, so I actually just thought I'd voice over my workout. So today was legs day. Wow, how did I forget already? And I started by doing 5x5 straight-legged deadlifts. Just please be aware that I'm like not a qualified PT or anything. I've just been at the gym since I was like 16. So almost 10 years I've been a gym member, so I'm quite familiar with it. It's me having fun just slouching about and being a general egg. After I did my deadlifts, I did 3x10 leg presses. I often go on a lighter weight and focus on form and concentrating on the muscle that I'm working. So you'll notice I don't do anything ridiculously heavy. Pretending to drive a Cadillac. I then did a superset of 20 banded crab walks and 30-second planks on my front, left side and right side. So I do that circuit 3 times. By the end I was absolutely shaking. I then moved into another superset where I did 20 goblet squats with an 8-kilo kettlebell, followed by some reverse lunges, and I end the next superset. Oh, sorry, yeah, I repeated that 3 times. And then I did another superset after this where I did banded abductors. I do 15 upright, 15 leaning forwards, and 15 leaning backwards. My tired face. So here are those abductors, and then I follow that up by doing 30 Russian twists with a 5-kilo medicine ball. I don't even remember what I did last. I think I just stretched out. Yeah, I was done. So this takes me about an entire hour, and if you're interested, I'll write my workout in the box thingy-mabobby down below. I did it, babe. I went to the gym. I died now. Oh, what a beautiful angle. Hey guys, so if you hear a sound like a rocket ship, it's just my computer exporting a video. Why do Apple laptops not have built-in fans? It's so stupid. But it is Saturday, which has the added benefit of being a long weekend. So I honestly have high hopes. I'm going to start reading The Ring. Hopefully the right way around. Start reading The Ring. I'm excited for it. I also noticed that the words are a decent amount bigger than in Misery, so I honestly think I could binge read this if it's good today, maybe. My best friend is coming up from Christchurch. I'm going to see her. That's like mid-afternoon. So I'm just going to chill. Also, I decided that I was going to bless your feed with 3 videos from me this week. Well, the week that this video is going up. So you'll have actually seen this already. But here is my bookshelf of TBR books that I need to read in case you didn't see that video. Here's a little one. Please go check out the process video if you wish. But for now, let's just get into this. I'm literally up to page 10. I'm literally up to page 10. And immediately, this one is scarier than the King one. Just from the very beginning. The atmosphere, this guy's writing is phenomenal. Like, the metaphor, the scene setting is actually so creepy. Just you wait. I'm happy I'm reading this in the daylight, just put it that way. I can imagine this is a movie being terrifying. Maybe I'm exaggerating because I'm only 10 pages in, but straight away I love this person's writing style and the way they describe things. So I just realised I don't know, made a mistake at the beginning of this vlog saying that only Bird Box was the movie to film adapted novel. Turns out all of these are. I realised Misery was last night, actually. I was like, oh wait, lots of Kings have been made into movies, so I found out that it was. I'm like, okay, yeah, like, whatever. But then I just read the back of Ring, and it mentioned, inspired the movie of the same name, and I made the mistake. Let me tell you, I made the mistake of looking it up online, and the pictures of what the supernatural entity is terrifying. So now I'm reading this book, which I'm like 60 pages in of, and I've already got a visual image in my head of what this supernatural entity is, and I'm not okay. I'm actually scared, and I haven't even like met the thing yet. Oh geez, what have I done? Oh, morning guys. So let me just sort myself out. I am taking you with me because in a second I'm going to go into the plaza. I get laser hair removal. I don't think I ever mentioned it to you guys, but I get laser hair removal and I've got one of my treatments today. And then I am going to try and go to this walk-in place to get my brows done because they're looking pretty scraggly. But reading update, so I remembered the movie. So I'm reading The Ring, and I remember, gosh, it must have been 6 years ago, one of my flatmates was watching The Ring, and I saw the last bits of it, and I remember the scenes. This might be a little bit of out of context, but it could still spoil. There were scenes where the, I'm just going to call it supernatural being because I don't know what it's called yet, climbed up a well and then climbed out the TV. So I actually remember parts of the movie and it terrified me. I'm not good with horror movies at all. I don't know why I'm even doing this. I'm just trying to scare myself. Like I said, human social experiment, and it's definitely working because I could not read that book last night. I came home from the gym, as you saw, I read some of it, and then when I went to like actual bed, man, an actual hairbrush would help me here. I think it's in the bathroom and my brother's using it. When I went to bed, I could not open the book because I was genuinely too scared to. So it's definitely more terrifying than the King book. The reason why it's so scary, I think, is because it's supernatural. With the King book, it's kind of like, it's a person doing the horrible actions, and so you can kind of just boil it down to, people can be assholes sometimes. But in this case, because it's like something other, and personally, I'm not surprised if there's things out there that we aren't aware of. I'm not talking about like actual zombie spooky things, but you know, there's so much that humans probably haven't discovered, that the unknown is scary, and that's what The Ring does really well. It kind of plays on the unknown. It builds up suspense because the characters think there's something watching them, but they don't know what, and like as an audience member, we also don't know what. So it's kind of like that feeling that somebody's in the corner just looking at you. Oh, the fringe is just going to be like this today. So I'm going to take you with me. Oh, let me move this out of the way. And as always, please excuse the mess in the background. I really need to list this pal on Trade Me to sell. But here's just a quick little outfit of the day. I've just got a little blue long sleeve with a singlet underneath and a cute little white skirt that I love because it drops at the bum, so I don't feel like I'm at risk of exposing anyone. And these cute Puma shoes I found at the warehouse. They're on sale. I love the big little bow. But anyway, time to go. Okay, I just realised that I've got a few minutes to spare and one of my books is out at the library, ready for me to go. I put a hold on it, so I'm going to go grab that. Easily the best place in the city. Alright, that backfired. I completely forgot that they're not open till 1 on a Sunday, so I just went for a little walk for no reason, but that's okay. Exercise is good. Alright, I'm hungry though, maybe for a spot of food. Lots of people actually hate on Permi, but honestly, I actually quite like it. It has everything you need, green space, a really good library. Yeah, it's a good city. It's a good city. So, as you saw, I did a little bit of shopping and just thought I'd quickly show you what I got. First of all was the skirt, which is this cute black and white plaid in the style I really like. So it's got this tighter part that kind of hugs the butt more, so I'm not too worried if it gets a bit windy of it flapping up. But then a cute little ruffle at the detail. I've literally got like 4 skirts in this style now, just different colours. I've got this one, the white one I wore today, a black polka dot one, and a tan plaid one. And then I found these two, which look like skirts. These ones are from Maru. The other one was from Dottie, by the way. But they're actually skirts, so they're actually shorts, but they look like a skirt when they're on, which just makes my little heart so happy. So I literally bought the same thing, just different patterns. This one's black and floral, so that, you know, in the summertime, I can put them on. So these are the 3 things I got. Put them on and run around without worrying about flashing anyone, which is honestly ideal. This vlog is probably getting pretty long. If you're still here, thank you. I am up to part 3 in the ring, which is page 110. So I've got just over 200 pages. I think if I commit, I might be able to get this done today. I know I said that yesterday, but look, yesterday I realized like what I was reading and it terrified me. But for the rest of the day, I'm going to make this. Ow, I keep hitting myself with the book. The book is out to get me. I'm going to make reading this thing a priority.
They've always been private. I've always done that. It's always been like that. I do with like TV. I do with most things, okay?
That looks so tragic. I'm just letting them dry, guys. Just letting them dry.
Hey guys, reading update. It is almost 7:30 and I've got less than 100 pages left, and oh, it started out so good, so creepy. I loved the writing style, but now it's just being too dragged on and I'm so sad about it. Like, it's still creepy, but the creep factor's lessened. Essentially, the plot of the story is that there's this videotape that when you see it, you've got 1 week to live and you've got to do something, and our main character doesn't know what the something is, and he's a journalist, so he's trying to figure it out. So at the beginning of the story, you get the perspective of the 4 people who died. That's not a spoiler, that's just the first few pages. And so it's really tense because you get this vibe that there's something really horrible, supernatural going on. But then his journey trying to figure out what's happened has been at least 300 of this 400-page book. So far, at least. And it's just really slowed down the pace, and the writing style has become a bit more choppy. It's hard when it's a translated text, because when I'm thinking of the writing style, I'm thinking that those are the author's words, but of course it's different in their own language, and the translator has to do their best to actually make it match up as much as possible. So it's hard when I say the writing style in translated text, because it's more like the translation of the words. So I do understand there's probably a little bit of fluidity and stuff lost in translation. I don't think that can help. It's just how languages work. Even if the translator is the best of the best, I'm sure some things slip through the gaps just with, you know, translation words. Was a birdie. Outside, not inside. But I'm just going to whiz through, try read these last 100 pages or so, and I'll get back to you with my final thoughts. Ooh, okay. Oh, the light box is on and we cannot see anything. So, I finished the ring and I'm disappointed. It sucks. There's no other way to put it. It's just, I'm disappointed. The first, I think it was 30 pages of this were so good, and I was genuinely terrified. So for the first 30 pages, this was so much scarier than King's Misery. But this dragged on, and then the ending has just made it even worse for me. It kind of ends on a little bit of a cliffhanger, so our main character figures out what's going on and how to stop the curse, but you just don't see what happens next. It just stops and supposedly carries on in the next one, and it's just frustrating because I feel like this whole book has been working up to this certain revelation event, and then it doesn't even address it. And then also there's, sorry, I keep touching my face, hair is bothering me. There's massive triggers for rape in this, and I just don't like how it was handled. So, mild spoiler to do with the rape side of things. One of the characters in here claims to have raped people, but he gets away with it, and his friend knows that he's, like, the guy's a rapist, and he doesn't seem to, like, be too bothered about it, which is not okay. But also the fact that the friend being a rapist doesn't add anything to the story. It's a completely unnecessary part. So I think it would have been better to just not have made him a rapist. Like, if you wanted to say that he was a criminal, like, say that he stole something or embezzled money, like, that would have still made you question his integrity. Yeah, so that's like super mild spoiler. A bigger spoiler, so just a warning, is that the chick who becomes what we're meant to believe is like the supernatural soul, she is raped before she dies, and so that left behind trauma for her. But again, her rapist got away with it all, and I just don't like how it was all handled. When was this published? It was first published in 2004, so I can't even try to blame some of that on the time it was published. So overall, this has so much potential, but I'm just going to have to give it a 2.5 stars. I should sit down and do my things, but I don't think I can give it any more than a 3, because 3 stars is like, oh, it's an okay book, but the dissatisfaction. 2.5 stars, and then I'm going to end up giving Misery 4 stars. This one is a lot more memorable, a lot more satisfying, and better paced. This one had way more potential and was genuinely scarier during the scary parts. So all in all, in terms of my social experiment on myself, was I actually afraid? Not in Misery. To me, Misery was just kind of more of an intense thriller, but maybe that's just me learning more about what the genres are. Like, admittedly, I haven't read lots of thrillers and horrors, so I'm starting to see where the line is for when thrillers become horrors. And then this one definitely scared me in those first few pages. There's a lot of tension, but by the end it just wasn't very scary. So all in all, I haven't had any nightmares over this week of reading these books. I haven't freaked out. So it's not that I don't feel things. I just think that my brain has the capability to distinguish horror from reality quite well, especially in book format, when I can disassociate if I really want. I can disassociate the words to pictures. I can just not let my brain picture things, if you get what I mean. I can just read the words for the words rather than build the world up in my story in my head. So these are the 2 books. I know I said I was going to read Bird Box, but just looking at the time of this vlog, I think it's probably long enough. If you're still here, I do thank you for that. I'd really appreciate if you did leave a like and subscribe down below if you liked this video. 33% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed, so help a little booktuber out, pretty please, and click that button below. I really, really appreciate it. With all that being said and done, enjoy all the places you go in your own reading adventures, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.